This audio is intended for those over the age of 18. If you're under the age of 18 and actually care, please navigate away from this audio. My name is Dakota. I'm 18 years old and I live in a Midwestern sports and college town whose population doubles during the school year. And with the new flux of students comes a wave of stupidity. I'm just going to use this time to go through some of the observations I've made in my young life. Before I start, you gotta understand that I'm a very skeptical person, and as such, the following interviews and commentaries do reflect my opinion, and I don't give a crap about viewer discretion. The warning at the beginning should have been enough. So I'm currently going through my senior year in high school, and if there's one thing high school taught me, it's that most of the problems you have to solve don't have a real-life equivalent. Unless I'm being held hostage by a stump scientist hoping to unleash a new plague or something, I'll never need to know x plus b equals a squared. Hurry up! I need the last part of the equation! Well, Doc, you might as well cap me. I'm only gonna slow you down on this one. Because unless I have a TI-82 calculator, my brain is gonna be a pretzel, and his panties are gonna be in a bunch, and that plague is gonna be like, damn, bitch, I ain't got all day. Geez, Doc, you really picked a retard for this one. So that brings me to what should have been my favorite class in high school, art. Don't get me wrong, great environment, great studio setting, substandard equipment, but I can't complain too much. Except for the teacher. Most teachers teach you psychology, biology, physiology, whatever the name of the class implies, right? My art teacher taught me to be a sarcastic dickwad. It doesn't help that she never did anything other than sit at her desk all day. One day after the class had started running around like headless chickens, I addressed her. "Mrs. Martinson," I said, "what the hell are we doing?" To which she replied, oh so cheerfully, "We're making wireframe sculptures." And what exactly is that doing for us? "Well, it teaches us a lot of things, like teamwork and problem solving." Yeah, I don't think that's working. "Why ever not?" "Because I hate all of these people just as much as when we started, and I still haven't solved the problem of why your ass is stuck in that chair." I received a detention. Fuck. I was completely unaware that our sarcasm-based relationship had been one-sided. And on the subject of art, a couple years ago, the town hired some asshole from the college to make some statues for the town square, which I would have been alright with had one of two conditions been met. It wasn't metal, or the sky never rained. Also would have been good to note that a baby with letter blocks could have done it for half the time and less money. I mean, really. It's a bunch of triangles and squares piled on top of each other on a platform. It's like a public geometric orgy. And that rust makes it look even more like the pile of crap that it is. No one is going to marvel at its artistic beauty. I think they'll be more likely to feel the strong urge to have a bowel movement after looking at it. Seriously, nobody is going to be like, "Hey Jimmy, check out this shit-encrusted thing." And the townsfolk here definitely aren't existential enough to ponder what its shape could represent. That abstract pile of shit looks more and more like an abstract waste of thousands of dollars.
"Why, yes, I do believe that the sculpture itself represents our money. The rust obviously represents excrement, procured after we wiped our assholes with it."
But I suppose there are a lot worse things people could be spending their money on. Like drugs. If I could go back in time and talk to half the kids I knew when I was young, I would lean right over and laugh in their faces. Yeah, keep calling me fat. I'm sorry, Mr. Future Meth Addict. You're right. I should feel oh so terrible about my life. Which reminds me, what's with the increasingly stupid slang for illegal substances? I guess it's supposed to relate to the feeling they give you? Well, what if we made an illegal substance that killed you instantly, called death? You know what? Some idiots would probably still buy it and try it. Hey! Population crisis averted. Well, thanks for listening to my rant. Tune in next week to hear more.